Alright guys, let's see what we got in the box. This it's an accent cabinet. Sohl. Exclusive collection. Yep, like I said, we bought this in Aldi the other day. And we need it for our bathroom, but I kind of like it for the kitchen, but it's too small for what I wanted it for. I wanted to put my kitchen small appliances in it and unclutter our kitchen cabinets. We got, our counters. All right, let's see what we got. We got the instrucciones. This is a better view of it right there. It looks pretty good, and I like these in here, these shelves inside here, and you can see your little appliances in it. We actually need two of them in the kitchen, so if this, I'm going to take it in there when I get done. If it works pretty good, I may buy two more of them for the kitchen. Looks like it's a creamy white color, like an antique white. Slightly off-white color. I don't know if it would match our stark white cabinets or not. It'd be a little bit different. Okay, we got these. And we got these pegs. Don't really know what I'm looking at right now, guys. Let's see. Better get the directions. Of course, everybody's got to have a good little helper helping them. Right, Kitty? Ain't that right? Everybody's got to have that good little helper. What do you think we need to do, Kitty? What would you suggest? Yeah, you do? You think I need to read the instructions? She says read the instructions. If you can read this, number 1 bullet right there. Assemble the product following the instructions and illustrations below. It is suggested that at least 2 competent persons assemble the product to make assembly easier and avoid injury. I've got my parts out, and I located the parts. And I have the number 9, which is the rail. I have the number 8, which is this piece. The hardware is 13, which is the dowel fetch. 12, which are these anchor bolts. And number 11 are these, I forget what they call them, but they're like the little nuts. They're off-center nuts that hold that anchor bolt in place. So the first thing we'll have to do is we will have to assemble the bottom rail with the bottom panel, which are these parts I have here. Alright guys, I'm putting these dowels in these, what do they call those things? The dowels, and the terminology for those are the connector screws. 2 dowels, 3 connector screws, and you have to screw them in there, make sure they're good and straight as you go in. They're Phillips head screws. On these little screws, these little nuts, make sure that there's a little arrow in the side of those. Make sure it's pointing to this little cross hole here. All that lines. Make sure it fits flush, and these turn around, and they act like a wedge. They wedge those things in tight up against there. I must be getting, what is that called? That terminology they use?
Competent.
I must be getting competent, guys. I got the first one on there, huh? Okay, on to the next one. And then it says assemble the bottom rail with the bottom panel. Excuse me, guys. I got that done. And I don't know about all this other stuff. Connected bottom rail and bottom panel. Yeah, I got all that. On to the next one. Set up the side panels. Okay, set the side panels up. And these are the side panels. And I will go get those and put them up here where you can see them. And I got to put those in. It says attach 2 connector nuts. All those little 11, 12, and 13s is which I got them laid out there. And they're all numbered fairly well so you can tell what you're looking at. If you can see them. Okay, anyway, it says set up the side panels. And then you got to attach the connector nuts, connector screws, and 2 wooden dowels to the left side. And left side panel, repeat the same attachments with the right side panel. Then we need to assemble the frame, which the frame is right there. So we'll get back to you. Alright guys, I'm putting all the little attachments on these side panels. Got 2 dowels, got these screws, and got some of those nuts in there in those ends. Got this one, let's see. We got one side panel, this is side panel number 2. Got everything on it. And on to the next. On to the next piece. Now to get the other pieces on. Okay, we've got both sides. We're pre-assembling this frame. If I could do it by myself. I'll hold it down there. I trust this assistant here to do a little assistance. And this is a 2 competent person job. Not a 1.5. Not a 1. As I told y'all, that was a tricky question. These things just kind of aggravating a little bit because they want to. Like a little cam lock, it locks in place. Okay. Alright, I've got that right now. And get my assistant to help me a little more. Hold that assistant. Here, assistant. I don't know, guys. This thing's really flimsy here. You need some support. So we got to put the top rail in, and then we'll put the sheet on the back of it. So we got number 8, number 3, and number 2. Number 2 and 3 are the side panels. Number 8 is the bottom panel assembly. So this is what we've got done. See, there's side panels, assemble the frame. And so we've got this finished, but now we've got to put that number 6 assembly in it. The door, we've got to put in the door magnet next, and the has some little screws, 3 by 14. That's metric. Metric size screws. Everything usually is metric, guys. So you need to learn your conversion and see what that is in English. If you're like me, they make a conversion chart. You can find those charts online from metric to English. They have little charts that you can buy, so you'll be able to take an English tape measure or micrometers and to convert that over. That's what I have to do. Always have had to do that. Okay, we got a number 14 using number 17. All right, we gotta need a number 17. Okay, where's the 17? Oh, you see how these are marked? They're well marked. You just gotta know that going in. 17 and 2 14s holding number 17 in. So I have to turn this down. Guys, you have to move this thing around where you can get to it, because it's not always convenient to get to it. Okay, we got the case together for the most part. Got everything in place. It'll be so strong when we get the top on there. So right now we got to put these little, they call these dowels, or these are not dowels, these are, I'll let you know what these are. Let me see. This funky looking little bolt. Connector screws. See those connector screws? They go in there. They screw in the bottom with this, as Philip said. And then that little nut, that little odd looking nut, it goes down and it twists and it locks all this together. That's what all that's about. So these go in here to the bottom. Protect this paint, because you don't want your paint to be scratched up. Mama wouldn't like that, would she?
Mm-mm.
Mama says, I ain't having it. We still got to put our doors and our doors with the latch. We've got a latch, a magnetic latch, but it's not. So you got to have the bottom part that it touches. Anyway, I want to get this over here where you can see it. Gotta make sure that thing's nice and straight, or your holes won't line up. There's a little bit of play in them, but not much. This has an optional little L bracket that attaches on the back of the cabinet for the wall. But since we don't have any young children here, I don't think we're going to need that. But in your case, if you're putting something like this in, you don't want kids to pull it over on them and get them hurt, put that bracket in. That's particularly neat for a child just walking or maybe crawling good and pulling up. It's very dangerous. You don't want anything pulled over on a child. So be very careful out there, guys. It's hard for us to cover all your everything, but just be careful. We don't want to get anybody, see nobody hurt. It's got dowels in it, but those dowels are not, have wooden dowels, but they're not very tight. There again, that's where that good old tape comes in. Painter's tape. Good old painter's tape. All that does is help it to hold. It's not really holding anything. If you want to make a more secure grip, then put you some wood glue on that thing. But I'd try it before I put the wood glue on it. Just that much. See how that looks, guys? And then it goes on the bottom. See? There you go. Good and tight fit. And it'll hold and it won't drop out. Excuse me, guys. I didn't mean to show you this side there. Got 6 dowels in it, 4 on the ends and 2 on one side. Hold it in there nice and tightly. It ain't coming out, not on its own. I got something I'm gluing together with some glue, like, I don't know, Elmer's glue, a little wood glue, and it's something I don't have a clamp for. I put me some of that on it, wrap it up with tape, let it dry. Ain't that right, Glenda?
That's right. Does a good job.
Good
Holding it in
job.
place.
Holds it right in place. All right. This is going to be a little bit.
Looking good. What you looking at, kitty?
She's got to help me out.
You find you a new place to sleep? You checking it out?
Big old bed there.
Are you checking it out, kitty? She loves boxes.
She likes suitcases too.
She does. What's that fluffy stuff in there, kitty? Would that make a good bed? Would that make a good bed? Okay, guys. Mojo's got the case together.
All together. And now I've got to put the doors on it. And this requires a little bit of, got to mount the hinges here. And the knob here. Then it has a little latch. It goes right up the top. And we're pretty well much done with it. I'm just kind of taking a breather right now. We'll get back. All right, guys, it's a little bit tough, but setting these doors wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but we got them. So this shelf, look in there, Glenda. This shelf is a little bit adjustable. You can adjust it like the 3 notches down. I'm removing those pegs out of it. You adjust it like 2.5 inch intervals, it looks like. But she wanted on that one because she said that'd be the best for her. But we feel like we're going to use it in our bathroom. I think she's going to maybe put some towels in. Not sure what she's going to put in there. We can always use storage around though, guys. But anyway, this project took me like probably working steady about 2 hours. But I bet the next one, if I did another one, it'd probably be about half that time. But anyway, glad we could do it. It was like $99 at Aldi's.
Right.
So there it is. You got all the information. Good luck, guys.
Looks good.
Our Sweet Home Life.
Thank you for watching and subscribing.
Thanks.
And we'll see you next time on our next project. Bye.
All right, guys.